Panda, 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 panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Just took the lean in the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Getting the licks in the band. Legacies.
What up, y'all? This is your boy DMV Ken. If you hear the wolf sounds in the background, you know we 10 toes down. You are now locked into the voice of reason. Let's get it. So I want to talk about this mass exodus that's happening now. A lot of YouTubers are now moving over to Patreon, and they're moving over to Patreon because YouTube is now demonetizing a lot of channels based on its content. They're also taking a large portion of the super chat money, and they're also taking a lot of the view money, ad money. And so a lot of channels are now moving and putting a lot of their content over to Patreon. And Patreon, you pay that particular person a set amount of money per month, what they request, to have exclusive access to their content. So everybody's moving over to Patreon. And so people are under this belief, which is weird to me, that they have a loyal fan base on YouTube. Their YouTube subscribers is a loyal fan base. And if you think that, I think that that's the first mistake and the first error that you're making. There's no loyalty on YouTube. Like people always think that they are giving content, or they're putting content on their YouTube channel that is unique and that it's content that you can't get nowhere else. You're sadly mistaken. Everybody on YouTube is doing the same thing. If one person is streaming gaming or reviewing games, there's a whole million other people doing the same thing on their channels. If somebody's talking about black consciousness and comedic science or whatever, or Christianity, there's a million other people that have channels doing the exact same thing. If somebody's talking about battle rap, there's a million other channels doing the exact same thing. If somebody's talking about current events and Nicki Minaj and this and that, there's a million channels doing the same thing. Nobody is unique. Nobody's offering something that you can't get from somewhere else. The same people that subscribe to DJ Academics is subscribed to Diamonds Live. So if Diamonds Live goes away, or if DJ Academics goes away, you can go find that same content from the next channel. The same people that are subscribed to a Young Pharaoh is subscribed to Hassan Campbell. The same people who are subscribed in the battle rap world to Angry Fan is subscribed to Piper Boy Williams. The same people in the gaming world that subscribe to TD Barrett, who does Madden streaming, is subscribed to Agent 00, who does the NBA 2K streaming. Like the same people that are subscribed to Pretty Boy Fredo are subscribed to somebody who does the exact same thing, that is subscribed to Mr. Beast. Like, it's the exact same stuff. So if you think that you have a loyal fan base, that they're going to now go over to your Patreon channel and pay you a subscription, like people are paying for a plethora of things. People are paying for Netflix subscriptions. They're paying for WWE network subscriptions, UFC network subscriptions, cable, multitude of things, iTunes, freaking Apple Music, etc. What makes you think that they're going to now go to your channel and pay you for something that they've gotten for free for years now, and that they can go somewhere else and get it for free on the same platform? I keep trying to tell you guys that you were under this belief that YouTube was your platform, that this is a lone platform. Anything that somebody can demonetize, censor, change, or shut down at any time is not yours. It's the same thing I was telling people about their Instagram account. It's not yours. Anytime you can get over 1,000, over 100,000 subscribers or followers, and they can shut you down at any time, it's not yours. It's theirs. And so YouTube, now that people are making so much money, that were making so much money hand over fist in YouTube can change the rules and now take the majority of your money, because they don't need you anymore, because there's 1,000 million people doing the exact same thing that you're doing. So the followers are not going to go anywhere just because you left. They're not going to follow you over to Patreon. And then also, what happens when Patreon now expands its platform and starts to even though I don't think it'll ever catch YouTube, but what happens when it starts to expand its platform and it starts to get sponsors and it starts to get money and more people are going over there? You think that they won't eventually change the rules on you and start taking a lot of the money that you're bringing in? Of course they will. And so I think guys are sadly mistaken. I think it's that old concept. When everybody else is selling, you buy. When everybody else is buying, you sell. So everybody that's making this mass exodus over to Patreon and think that, okay, now I'm going to maximize on my money. When you leave, there's going to be 1,000 more other people that your subscribers are going to now go watch. There's no loyalty in this internet world because nobody's real, man. You can be whoever you want to be on the internet, and everybody always has a gimmick. Everybody wants to be the truth. Everybody says or has some type of gimmick in their name. If people were real on the internet, people would just use their real names. But everybody has a gimmick. Everybody has something that they need to show that they're smarter than everybody else, or they have more knowledge or wisdom, or they're better than everybody else in the world. Like you can look on a gaming channel and see somebody playing MMA, UFC 3, and they're never losing. And I can go to 1,000 more channels and see the exact same thing. Somebody playing an MMA game or a Madden game or a 2K game, and they're not losing. Do you think that they're the best player in the world? No. It's just that they have to make that perception that they are, so you'll continue to stay on their channel. They're not showing the hundreds of games that they've lost. Do you think that they're and then if they're so good, how come they're just playing random people? How come the top YouTubers aren't playing each other? Do you think that people that go on and play Madden are the greatest Madden players in the world? No. If they were, they would be playing each other, but they have to show you the random games of them just beating up on regular people. Because it's entertaining. It's a gimmick. Everybody's always got a gimmick. Even the people that did, like, it's the same thing. People want to be smarter. People want to be better. And they want you to have the illusion that they're better or smarter than everybody else on YouTube. So you will stay at their specific channel, or they're realer than everybody else on YouTube. I was watching a brother the other day. I believe the channel was What Happened at Common Sense. And the brother speaks very intelligent and appears to be very informed, but it's still a gimmick. I mean, my man got 2 TVs in the background, one playing the news and one playing the stock market, because he has to give that perception and that illusion that I'm smarter than everybody else doing this, and so you'll stay gravitating to his content. So a part of the gimmick is to play things or have the setup to where I'm smarter than everybody. Like, and I'm not saying that the brother's smart, because he appears to be very smart. But I'm saying I'm just showing you the gimmick. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing you the gimmick. Everybody on YouTube has gotten gimmicks. So you can go from one guy to the next guy to the next girl to the next person. It doesn't matter, man. And you got people that have million subscribers that only have 5% of their fan base moving over to their apps or whatever. Like, look at the URL. They have 5% of their fan base, a million subscriber channel. They have 5% of their fan base that actually get their app with a content. Because you could go over to King of the Dot, you can go over to Rare Breed, you can go over to any other place and get the same exact content. And so for like battle rap bloggers that want to move over to Patreon, man, when you leave, we're going to move over to the next person, because you can get the content easily from somebody else. So I don't know, man. I mean, again, do what you do, but I just totally wouldn't leave YouTube, because at the end of the day, you just going, that fan base is just going to move on without you. YouTube is smart enough. They go just keep on carrying out. They knew when it was time to strike, when the iron was hot, to go ahead and start demonetizing people and capitalizing off of people's content. They can crush the little man. As long as they're 5 million, they're 23 million, they're 50 million subscriber channels are good to go, that's all that matters. Because they know that if you're 40 and below or something like that, you're easily replaceable. Because the subscribers, the people that actually watch your 40,000 subscribers, your 20, 15,000 subscribers, they're not going to leave YouTube just because you left. They're not gonna follow you. There's no loyalty in this game, man. Everybody's watching the same person. If you have a rivalry with somebody, they're watching your rival. There's no loyalty. When DJ Academics and Diamonds Live was going at it, do you think it was loyalty there? No. They were watching both channels. So neither one of them could destroy each other. They only both would just advance because you just bring on more people to watch your stuff. So at the end of the day, man, you know, I think that people that are making this mass exodus thinking that they have a loyal fan base and that down now they're putting all their content over in one place. I mean, I get it, do you. I'm not going to hate, but I think that you're sadly mistaken. Think that people are going to pay for a subscription to your channel like you're giving them some type of content that's unique that they can't get from somewhere else. I think you're sadly mistaken. And I think that ultimately you'll come to find out that you're just, you know, spinning your wheels. You're just running on a treadmill and ain't going nowhere. Hey, this is your boy, DMV Ken. This is the voice of reason. Subscribe, comment, dislike, like. Doesn't matter to me. I just appreciate the engagement. I'm out.
Panda. I got broads in Atlanta. She took the lean in the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Getting no licks in the band. Legacies.